I don't care win, lose, or draw. Of course, there's no draw, but win or lose, you are always one of the most entertaining when it comes to the shootout. You had a great match. I know it's not the outcome you wanted, but you had a great match against Chase. It was a lot of fun. It was some drama, and I'm glad I got to watch it out there in person. It was a lot of fun, so I appreciate that.
Yeah, you know, I'm always on the wrong end of the scoreline, but yeah, you know, it took me a little while to win my first rack, and then the penny dropped out of nowhere. Really, I started shooting okay, but for some reason, I kind of like just clicked into gear when the 15 seconds.
You fired up.
Yeah, just, you know, I was kind of, if I got to be honest with you, probably angry at myself.
Yeah, you were. I could tell.
Yeah, you know. But, you know, that's Paul for you. At some point, I'll get my win.
Well, I'll tell you who's not mad at themselves at the moment. It's the man at the table right now. Dave Matlock has really, you know, he played in the Kansas City Shootout, and he had a decent showing. He won his first one, lost his second one. But man, has he turned it on today.
I've got a lot. I mean, I've not had actually a conversation with Matlock. But from what I hear, and you know, the love that everyone has for him, and also from what seems to be, and I could be wrong here, like his resurgence of shooting a 8-ball pool. You know, I was talking to Gabe after.
Yeah, Gabe Owen.
Yeah,
that was a scary match.
And he said, he goes, Matlock's not beaten him for ages. I fancied Matlock to beat him.
Yeah, you know, me and Adam were doing commentary for that match, and man, it was really a sweater, and we were excited for what was about to happen. Actually, no, I'm sorry, me and Nate. Of course, Nate Kane, one of our league operators from the Kansas area, knows Dave Matlock very well. He's very knowledgeable about him as a player, and you kind of want to root for him here, you know, if you don't want to be biased.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think it'd be good for him to win this event. You know, I like the way he plays. He's attacking, and he's also very clever with his attacking moves. There were certain sort of caroms he was getting, like breakout shots, and they were landing exactly how he wanted them to land, like, as the result.
Yeah, he's very
he's missed the shot.
And that one, I think he kind of jumped the gun a little bit. He may have been a little fast, but yeah, he's a very entertaining player.
Yeah,
I mean, he's very creative. I liken him to Chris Melling.
Yeah.
He's very creative. Maybe not as refined as Chris is, but it's just a different play style. He really is creative with the cue ball and with caroms and kisses and all that. So it's been a lot of fun. Of course, another person who's having a resurgence in the pool world, Mr. Justin Bergman.
Yeah, you know, I saw him at Kansas 2 months ago. I've seen, that's a very good shot he just played there. I've seen, I remember him from like maybe 10 years ago, maybe something like that. I think he played Moscone, right?
Yeah, he did. He was on one of the Moscone Cups where they won.
Yeah.
And they hadn't won in a long time. Right. It was a pretty big deal.
Yeah. And yeah, he just looks very calculated. He's got a nice long stroke, which you need in 8-ball pool.
He's calculated, but when he gets down on the table, he almost kind of looks like he doesn't care.
Right.
Like he's kind of free-flowing.
Right.
But you can tell there's a level of concentration there.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you know, there's certain players in the pool world who kind of have that kind of demeanor. You know, look like they're not bothered, but actually they're in full flight.
Well, what a shot right there by Mr. Bergman. Justin really played that shot well. I think David can see the edge of this three, and if he sees the edge of it, he might be able to make it.
Oh, he's over trimmed it, and he's scratched. And Justin's got his reward. The only thing I'm not too sure about is, has he got enough room to make the 11 ball? And
I don't think he does, so I think he's going to have to break it out.
yeah, and I don't think the cue ball sort of sneaks in behind it with the ball in hand. So I think Justin might actually, he could play, you know what, probably play a defense shot, a safety shot, bump into the 11, and nope, he's going all out.
Yeah, he's trying to figure out a way to get that 11 ball out. This is a very tricky shot here, because if he doesn't hit, he's going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
And anytime you elevate the cue, you're going to lose a little accuracy. Let's see how he hit it. Wow.
I'll tell you what, if he can get the same movement, I think he can break this out of the 10 ball here.
It's tough because he has to hook in front of the 1 ball, but it's a slick table, so there's a little bit of a delay of reaction on the cue ball that could cause it to bump the 1, which is what I'd be worried about in this situation. But I don't know what else you play here. Yeah, that's a little what I was worried about. I think he also, maybe he didn't hit it as good as he could have.
No.
But again, the slick table, it's different than playing on a standard table. The felt is literally a day old. Kind of took a flyer there. And historically, we've seen David Matlock get out of this situation a couple times tonight. His opponent makes a late mistake, and he's able to clean up. I'm sure David and Justin have played each other quite a few times over the years.
Oh yeah, you should imagine so.
Tell you what, David Matlock is on tonight, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be
I did not curse him. Oh my goodness.
He called out the commentator's curse.
I've done it like 3 times today, Cleve.
Well, he's missed 2 simple shots in this match alone.
I think that one he just rushed. And Justin, of course, is going to clean up. Here's the story of what I'm seeing. It's a 1-1, and we're almost down 10 minutes. Well, a lot of his Kansas City matches were pretty close. And that's not good.
Jeez.
And that's off the table. So again, just a reminder on those rules. So it's ball in hand anywhere. Does not have to be behind the balk line. Ball in hand anywhere. Even though Justin's putting it behind the line, anytime the cue ball goes off the table, it's an extra little punishment.
So for me, I'll be okay. I like this because he's going to guarantee be on the 1 ball.
He's going to bump the 3 out, so he knows now. Yeah. He knows he can take it anywhere.
He's going to take his little extension, which he has done.
And a good breakout is going to set him up. Yeah, this is great. That's really going to set him up to get the out here.
And just that one shot, just like you said, just made it so open.
And this is what I like to call the tic-tac-toe rack.
There's many ways.
You don't have much to do.
Many ways of playing this finish. You could take the 4 last, 6 last. Just depends which. Yeah, he's good here.
Yeah, I think whatever he gets the best angle on.
Yeah, exactly that.
Is what he's going to take now, and then really doesn't matter from there. 4 balls going to go down. Just 2 more to take a 1-rack lead. We are a third of the way through this match at the 20-minute mark.
And it's funny, you know, obviously there's still people from America still adapting to the international rules.
But he opted for the softer kick, whereas in my head, knowing that the 8 ball doesn't have to be made in a called pocket, I'm going to fire it at 100 miles an hour just to try and get it in a pocket somewhere. But again, when you've been playing a certain way so long, it's probably in his head, well, I don't need to fire this because if I make it in the wrong pocket, I lose.
Right, exactly.
Not necessarily that he doesn't know the rules, but that it doesn't click when you're thinking about it in the match.
I mean, I've just noticed he's doing a cut break because, you know, we know that Justin's not probably the best breaker in the world, but doing a cut break is obviously giving him more options. He's got a nice little spread there.
Yeah, you know, when he was playing a lot of people considered him probably the best American player, if not more than that.
After the break?
After the break. There was a lot of times where his break was the downfall of his game in tournaments and stuff like that. So, not to say he doesn't know how to break. It's just that his break isn't always successful. It's not as consistent as the rest of his game.
Sure.
And to be fair, you have to spend a lot of time to figure out a break. It's not something that you can do in 2 weeks' time. The best breakers in the world are putting in hours on the break.
It's the most important shot of the game.
Yeah.
At that level.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and it's not just making a ball, it's getting a decent spread. You know, sometimes you're going to get clustered areas maybe, but at least you've got a good opening ball that you can, you know, start your work.
Yeah.
So he's nicely on the stripes, and just got to find this little window, just so he'll be taking the 11 ball, I should imagine the 15, and finish off with the 14. You know, it's like my number.
I was just about to say, I'm proud of you, sir, because you called everything. Don't worry, when I eventually come over to England, you're going to get to give me all the terminology that I don't know.
So it looks like it's going to shape the 8 ball into the same pocket.
Used all the pocket there. The slick cloth is going to help him. Justin here going up 3-1 after he makes this 8 ball.
Yeah, he's not really done much wrong. I mean, Matlock's
so it would be called a rack and run.
right.
I think you guys call it a reverse dish.
Yeah.
So we have a break and run and a rack and run. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense anymore because a lot of places you play rack your own.
Yeah.
So, you know, technically every rack is a rack and run rather than a break and run. But, yeah, it's just old terminology. So we would call it a rack and run or just a full clearance.
That was a nice shot there from Matlock there.
Yeah, he's very creative. You know, something that I just read from a friend of mine, Mr. Joey Gray, who couldn't be here today. He was gonna. Oh no!
The potting in this match is just letting him down. He's getting all the shape with his cue ball. It's just the potting side.
That's a rough situation there. So, Joey Gray, who was supposed to be here, he couldn't be here today, unfortunately, because I know he wanted to. But he is watching at home, and he watched the match with Sophia and David Matlock, and. Yeah, Sophia made a very nice post on Facebook. she thought she did really well. Matlock played amazing. He was very creative. And Joey Gray said something. He said, "I've been battling David Matlock since I was your age." And I believe Joey's close to my age, around 35, 36 years old.
Okay.
So David's been around a long time, and Joey said that David's one of the most creative players he's ever seen. And it's true. It really is.
Yeah, and the thing about it, he sees it easily as well. He's not like,
he's not struggling to see it all.
He's not standing there. Sorry, sort of like pointing his cue and checking the angles. You know, he kind of like just knows where it is. You know, he's. I could picture if reading a book about American pool. There's a picture of Matlock, like, you know, like just knowing all the stuff.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I kind of see it.
Well, and this is a very unfortunate situation for David Matlock.
You know, we were just talking about pool in general, and he said about like how ultimate pool, he's loving the format. It's exciting. You know, and he said something which was very. To me, this is what it's all about. What he said. He said that, I don't know if he said it as a friend or family member or whatnot, that they've come watching a match and not knowing the tactics of 8-ball, because you know sometimes the tactics is like chess compared to 9-ball. Right?
Yeah, of course.
And just watching like the match clock, the 30 seconds into the 15 seconds. It's the excitement. They love it so much.
Yeah.
You know, it's
also easy to follow.
Right.
Even with being A-ball and being the strategic side, it's easy to follow with this rule set. And as a player, I love a tactical battle, and I love when a player is allowed to truly think things through and come up with the most creative and constructive solve to a puzzle. You know. Yeah. But there's something to be said about putting the pressure of the clock on them and making them think fast. Right. That's something that David said in our interview. I asked him, you know, how he was feeling it and how he felt about it. He says, "Well, it still makes me nervous. My heart beats, but it's a game where you got to think fast, and I think fast. I like to think fast." So he said, "That's why I think I'm doing as well as I have today."
Well, and if you've got that ability, you know, you don't have time to map out your finish. You just kind of got to have a quick look and go from there, really.
Yeah, and Justin could have been anywhere else because he's kind of stuck on the top of the 8-ball. He's going to send the cue ball for a ride. Watch outside pocket.
No, he's good.
He's good.
He's playing some good stuff here. He's playing some good stuff. He's doing what he has to do. Like, you know, Matlock's making misses, and Justin's just mopping them up.
Said in the beginning that this is a format not for you guys. It's a format for us, the guys who like to watch it.
Yeah, exactly. That.
You know, it's not made, the shootout specifically, it's not made for y'all. And it puts y'all in a weird situation because y'all are playing a game for us. But it's so much fun to watch. It's so exciting.
So Dave didn't really connect them well, but for some reason they actually split it okay. The one of the balls, I think it was the 4-ball, kind of hit the point and went up the rail. But you know, he's going to go about his business, and you know, we've still got 12 minutes on the clock. Although it's raced to 6, he's 5-1 down.
Yeah, you know, he's not what we'd call dead in the water yet.
No.
He still has an opportunity, but it's going to depend a lot on. Oh no.
What happened?
We've got an all-ball foul. So.
Did he touch a ball with his?
I think referee Markoff said he may have touched the 5-ball.
Right.
Very unfortunate. We'll see if maybe we can see that again here in a minute. I'm sure. Mark is very good. All of our refs are good, obviously, but Mark and Scott that are here with us, they're very, very smart, and they're very they know what to look for. So if Mark called the foul, it was definitely a foul.
and it looks like that Bergman's going to run these out, and it is in a way it's kind of like a shame, because you will say that Matlock and Jordan have given us an entertainment in the previous round. I don't know if it's burnt them out. I'm not too sure, but they've been on the losing side of their match respectively.
It might also just be that their opponents have played really good.
As well as that, of course. Tom looked really good.
This is going to be the first match that finishes before we get to a 15-second.
Wow.
Oh, there we go, and we see the concession. Well, what a match there, guys. We'll get a word with Mr. Bergman. He will be playing Tom Cousins for the title, the trophy, and a little bit of cash here.